Hello, good evening and welcome to Prime Business with me, Pius Kujobaka. The World Bank has revealed that it is engaging key partners over happenings at Development Bank Ghana. This follows allegations by Money Vice President Bryce Simmons that funds allocated to the institutions by its partners had not been utilized well. There is more in this report.
Bank, in a statement issued today, maintained that it takes issues about business relationships and trust very seriously, hence the decision to adopt this posture on this issue. It went ahead in the statement issued to add that it has been made aware of the allegations surrounding the operations of the Development Bank and it's seriously looking into the issues raised. The World Bank is one of the key partners that played an instrumental role in the establishment of the Development Bank Ghana when it comes to financing as well as the required technical support. The World Bank therefore maintains that it takes these issues very serious and will move to get some clarity on the issue. The Vice President of Imani Ghana, Bryce Simmons, last month in a detailed report alleged that the Development Bank Ghana had misused funds given to them by the development partners like World Bank. Mr. Simons also alleged that Development Bank had failed to carry out needed audits on some critical projects. But the Development Bank in a statement rejected all these allegations, insisting it has carried out its operation in the best international practice.
Insurance players have resolved to leverage on artificial intelligence to churn out innovative products while addressing the growing needs of their customers. According to CEO, Sector Head of Hearst Insurance Group, comprising Hearst Life Assurance, Hearst General Insurance and Hearst Insurance Brokers, Nayi Onafide, one of the surest ways of improving insurance coverage within the sub-region is to deploy technology and products to meet with the needs of the market. He spoke to Joy Business after delivering a speech at the West Africa Insurance Companies Association conference on the theme Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Insurance in the sub-region.
Artificial intelligence has come to stay, and I believe that one of the ways through which we can increase insurance penetration in West Africa is through the deployment of artificial intelligence. Today we talk about penetration rates being very, very low in West Africa. In fact, in Africa generally, because by the time you exclude South Africa from the figures, then the rest of Africa is doing less than 1%. You understand? So I believe that we can do more through the deployment of technology, deployment of artificial intelligence, and we stand to gain a lot by doing that. I mean, we talk about speed to execution. We talk about improving our customer experience, deepening the insurance penetration. We also talk about even the development of new products, that we can also use to serve the generality of people. So I believe that this is something that we need to take seriously as an industry in the sub-region. And when you also look at the insurance consumers of today, they are becoming much more digital than before. Look at the telephone in Africa. You have the young people who are also embracing the use of mobile phone and all those. So these are places where you can actually reach them, deploy your products to them, deploy your services to them, and so on and so forth.
Chief Executive of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, Robert Jatto, has stated that CIM will continue to train and produce professionals who will uphold ethics of the financial sector to grow the economy. Speaking to Joy Business ahead of the 28th Annual National Banking and Ethics Conference, Mr. Jatto said the primary objective is to foster a platform for industry stakeholders, policymakers, and academics to address critical issues facing the financial sector.
This year's conference stands out due to its focus on resilience amidst rapid changes in the global financial landscape. The conference will have a diverse program that includes workshops on risk management strategies, keynote addresses, and interactive sessions. Highlights include sessions on digital transformation, policy innovations, and sustainability practices, all aimed at equipping participants with actionable insight to tackle rising risk effectively. Robert Jatto is the Chief Executive Officer of the Chartered Institute of Bankers.
Under the mandate that we have, that we usually organize the National Banking and Ethics Conference every year. But that also forms part of a series of activities that mark the Bankers Week celebration. So this year, we're celebrating the 28th National Banking and Ethics Week under the theme Resilience in the Financial Services Sector and Ecosystem, Navigating Horizon Risks. Resilience in the Financial Services Sector, Navigating Horizon Risks. And for us, there are a number of things that are forming part of this. We started off with a health walk.
The event, which will be held on Thursday, 21st November, will assemble almost all stakeholders in the financial sector.
Well, so you do know that our financial service sector has gone through a number of events. If you think about DDEP or think about the banking sector cleanup or even COVID. And what is important is that the sector has been resilient. How do we sustain that resilience and also ensure that we are managing horizon risk? What else may be around the corner? We do know that there are a number of global events that impact our economy and our financial service sector, for that matter. How do we manage and how do we see sooner and act faster and make sure that we are containing those risks whilst ensuring public confidence and customer trust in the financial service sector? That's what is informing the theme that we have chosen, and there will be different panel discussions, one focus on regulatory shifts and policies and how we manage and contain or strategize around that. Then there's the other focusing very much on practitioners and professionals in the industry and what we must do.
Thanks so much for watching Prime Business. E is next.
But you have the time. You have to sacrifice. You see, typically around exam week, in your preparation towards exam is where you start asking yourself, so what did I do with all the time from the beginning of the semester? Because the day before the exam or 2 days before the exam, you can finish probably a big textbook and you'll be surprised. But the same textbook, beginning of semester, you pick it and it's like, I say check UFO. Time is in the mind. You have plenty time. I don't want to spend it. Look, there are people, those who travel outside, at least, look, some of them are working 3, 4 jobs. There are a lot of people who are working today who are students. Weekends for 2 years, or masters. Weekend school, Saturday, Sunday, zero life. Where they know on Kobe, Valentine, on DB. 2 years, Saturday, Sunday. They start from about 7, 8 o'clock. They close about 6 p.m. They have kids. Boss, you have time, find it. Sit down and look. I'm not saying it's a yesterday we discussed that interestingly. But you have the time.